Born in South Africa in 1930 to a struggling family, Mouris's dream was to immigrate and build a home in Israel out of a deep sense of belonging to the Jewish people. In 1956, his dream came true. He and his family settled in Bet Yanai. His vision and motivation, combined with an extraordinary business prowess, led him in 1968 to the great turning point in his life, the launch of Yellow Pages with the American company ITT.
My relationship with the United States began quite by chance. There was a tender for the Yellow Pages in Israel, and ITT, which was then the biggest conglomerate in the world, under Harold Janine, actually participated in this tender. When they lost the tender, I felt that some injustice had been done, and I discovered that this tender was really tailored for somebody else. And I began to work to get the tender reviewed. And on review, the tender was awarded to ITT. And they asked me, so why did you do it? And I said, because I felt that there was an injustice. You have the right to do business in my country. And I refused to take anything, which they found completely strange. And then they asked me if I would like to manage the Yellow Pages. And I became the manager. And shortly after that, they came to me with a problem. They were participating in a tender, a telecommunications tender in Saudi Arabia. And they had to give an affidavit that they had no business in Israel. So I said, I understand your problem, and I will try and help you, which I did. I bought the company from them. And I became the owner of the Yellow Pages. In developing a software system for the Yellow Pages, which migrated into a billing system, we actually participated in a show in San Francisco, which was seen by somebody from Southwest Bowl. And they began to look at what we were doing, and I was able to sell a contract to Southwest Bowl. Now, they were doing $500 million a year in Yellow Pages. And eventually, Ed Whitaker, who became the CEO of Southwest Bowl, became the CEO of AT&T, the biggest telephone company in the world. And they were our partners. And this partnership was really the basis of our success in developing Amdocs.
Mouris believes that the secret to success is the ability to build honest and good relationships. The key to prosperity lies in selecting partners that share your values, he says. This vision led him to numerous partnerships, AT&T, AIG, and others. He always valued his partnerships above all.
I can say that my success is the result of two things. One, luck, and the second one, and even more important, my relationship with Shmuel Meitar, my partner. He has contributed to our success. Together, we have done a tremendous amount. On my own, I could not have done it.
His innovation and creativity always resulted in projects unlike anything seen before.
Well, one of the things I'm most proud of is really the underwater observatory in Eilat. I used to go down to Eilat. We used to swim, snorkel, and dive. And one day I had a diving accident, and I burst an eardrum. But for that holiday, I couldn't swim, and I couldn't dive. And I realized that there are a lot of people who don't see this beautiful underwater nature that we have. And I developed an idea and a concept of how to get people underwater, and I built the Underwater Observatory, and it turned out to be an amazing success, both in terms of opening up the underwater to a whole lot of people, and also financially it was a success.
It is little known that he is one of the most generous philanthropists in Israel. Mouris initiated, established, and supports over 150 enterprises and organizations.
You're telling me that where I am, I could probably just goof off and just enjoy life. The truth of the matter is that I really enjoy what I'm doing. My passion for philanthropic work comes from the joy and satisfaction that it gives me. So really, you might even say it's selfish. I do it because it pleases me.
Today, at the age of 86, with his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren by his side, Mouris has no intention in slowing down. Guided by the will to ensure the continued prosperity of the State of Israel, he continues to inspire generations of young entrepreneurs and dreamers like himself.
It's been a fascinating journey. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I think I've done something. I really can look back and feel that I've really achieved something. And I feel that there's a tremendous amount to be done. And if I'm given the years and given the time, I think there's a lot more that I can do, and there's a lot more that I will do.